And we are back, y'all. Thank you for watching today's video, y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button. You know, it helps us out a ton, and it helps you because it helps us. Now, y'all, today we have some good news out of Fulton County, Georgia. Finally, y'all, looks like the infamous Rice Street Jail is finally going to get an upgrade in security, in sanitation, and just an overall overhaul for the benefit of not only the prisoners, but the workers and the community. Now, you may be aware that late last year, the United States Department of Justice issued a scathing report about Rice Street, saying that the conditions inside the jail are so bad and so inhumane as to be unconstitutional. Now, and you can see, look at your screen right now. Just look at this. Now, the U.S. Department of Justice and the Fulton County officials have reached an agreement about upgrades that they'll be making to Rice Street.
The department has reached a consent decree agreement with Fulton County to fix filthy and deadly conditions at the county jail. The DOJ says the Fulton County Jail has been plagued with violence and life-threatening conditions that violated the constitutional rights of the inmates there. Our News Edge reporter Christopher King tells us what that deal means.
The U.S. Department of Justice and Fulton County on Friday reached an agreement to clean up unsanitary and unsafe conditions at the notorious Fulton County Jail.
The Board of Commissioners and County Administration will collaborate with the Department of Justice, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, and other appropriate partners to ensure that the terms of this agreement are in fact implemented.
A DOJ investigation found life-threatening conditions at the jail on Rice Street. The agency says violated the constitutional rights of the people housed there. The DOJ findings include insect and rodent infestations, filthy cells, sexual abuse, and violence, sometimes deadly.
Fulton County will continue its work to improve the physical plant at our jail.
Under the agreement, the jail must develop plans and policies to keep inmates safe, including improved supervision and staffing, require staff to obey inmates' rights when using force, and provide adequate mental health care, especially for people at risk of suicide. Commission Chairman Rob Pitt says the county last year approved $300 million to fix the jail.
The problems at the Fulton County Jail did not arise in a day and will not be fixed in a day, but I am determined that they will be fixed.
The jail has been under scrutiny since the death of LaShawn Thompson back in 2022. His body was found in a cell infested with bed bugs. An independent autopsy found he died of neglect. Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labatt issued a statement. The condition at the jail, quote, predates my administration. It's clear that the facility is in urgent need of replacement. He also wrote, quote, I am committed to taking necessary steps to protect the community. At the Fulton County Jail, Christopher King, Fox 5 News.
Now, many people are skeptical as to whether this is actually going to make a difference or not. After so long, y'all, after these problems have become entrenched, and you can see the conditions of Rice Street. I mean, this is a place that Woody from the YSL trial, he infamously called it hell. He infamously said that he would do anything that he could do, including lying on others, including whatever, in order, just making up people. Y'all remember Quez and what was it, Lil Mike? And he would do anything he could do to not have to go back to Rice Street, and we can see why. Now, this has also garnered an opinion from Doug Weinstein, who represented Diamante Kendrick, otherwise known as Yak Gotti. This has garnered, this agreement has garnered a response from him as well. So let's take a look at and see what Weinstein had to say.
So I have some thoughts. Apparently the DOJ and the Fulton County Sheriff's Office have reached a consent agreement on how to improve conditions at the jail. There are a number of, by the way, Here's Joseph Papp, who has reported it in the AJC. There are a number of conditions in the consent agreement. I'm really looking forward to reading the whole thing. I just got a full copy of the attachment with everything in it, so I will be going through that. I think a highlight is essentially an agreement to do what the hell they should have been doing the past few years anyway, which is to properly care for the people that are incarcerated there. It also calls for basically a neutral monitor who will monitor those conditions, monitor compliance with the consent, and every 6 months will provide a report. A judge will have to sign off on this in order for it to become official, an official order that is binding on all parties. So I'll have more on this later, but this is a pretty big deal.
Now, you may remember that Shannon Stillwell, another one of the YSL defendants, he has actually launched a class action lawsuit against the Fulton County jail system as a result of the conditions that he suffered while he was in the Fulton County jail. Now, Shannon is free now, but while he was in jail, remember, Shannon was actually attacked and stabbed while he was at Rice Street. So Shannon definitely has standing to file such a lawsuit, and he did so with another person who also was an inmate at Rice Street. Now, going back to Yak Gotti, you may remember that Yak Gotti was the only YSL defendant to be found not guilty on all charges, and he too was the victim of a stabbing. But I just want to point out that Yak is not being held at the Rice Street jail location. He is in Fulton County jail. He's at another Fulton County jail that is quite some distance away from Rice Street. So I'd like to hear from y'all. What do y'all think? Do you think that the U.S. Department of Justice is going to have the pull? Are they going to have the focus? Remember, we're about to change administrations, and many of the people who are officials at the Department of Justice today, they might not even be there tomorrow, if you know what I mean. Will the U.S. Department of Justice have the follow-up and the follow-through to make sure that this gets done? Or do you think this will be just another one of those situations where the local authorities make an agreement, but then things continue on with business as usual? I'd like to hear what y'all think. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.